Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Summer Charade.
Well, happy holidays, everybody. It's December. Isn't that crazy? And I'm a type A gal, for those who work with me who know that. And I always clean my house out before the holidays because you know what happens before the holidays is you buy a lot of stuff. So, you know, your kids are going to get more stuff. You're going to get more stuff, of course. And the Black Friday deals were amazing. So we have a lot of stuff, right? It got me thinking, do we ever do inventory on the quantity and quality of the relationships in our life? Because those are like stuff too. They take up our time, they take up our energy. And I read something called liquid relationships. Well, that's new and that's kind of interesting, right? And those are related to superficial relationships, right? Shallow, they lack depth. That doesn't mean networking is wrong, but it means the relationships, some of them in your life, are liquid. And it got me thinking, how many liquid relationships do you have that you spend time and energy on that maybe not fulfilling you? How many solid relationships do you have? I have a lot of solids in this room, so thank you, and I love you. And how do we convert liquid relationships to solid? That was really what was on my mind as I thought this through. You could just release some of those liquids, they'll go up to the sky as gas. I want to introduce somebody very important to me because I've known this woman for 25 years. She was my first boss. I was an intern at JP Morgan Chase in New York City. I was 23 years old. She was around 50, almost, I'm almost 50 as well. So when I met her, she was just someone to look up to, right? Joe, that's me, by the way. Yes, I am a brunette. Surprise! Ooh, that's humbling. So that's me when I was 23. But Joe, even though I was just an intern, I was still, getting my graduate degree. She always would ask me to speak up. And the boss I reported to would always be like, we don't really care what she thinks. She's an intern. And Joe would be like, she's smart. I want to hear more. So Joe really cultivated this voice within me at a very young age. So Joe was really different. She would think differently and wanted us to think differently. She brought us downtown New York City, and there's this cube near NYU. She's like, we're going to turn the cube just because we can. And we're like, what are you smoking, Joe? But we did. She brought us on team buildings that were really fun. She took us to Saks Fifth Avenue one time as a team because she's like, you know what? You guys need to learn how to dress for your next job and to feel good in your own skin and to be confident when you show up at work every day. I learned that from Joe. She even took us to the Central Park Zoo when she thought we were being too wild and like, those are for animals. We need to be more corporate. So she would do fun things like this all the time. And I just loved her. So this is 25 years ago. Well, 9/11 happened. And that was my office because I worked at Deloitte at the time. Luckily, I was in Florida on a business trip in the Swan and Dolphin. Ironic, isn't it? And Joe was here hiding in a bar near the Chase office on 9/11. So after 9/11, this was me. I came back to New York City where I lived, and I just wanted to hunker down and never be seen again. I did not want to go anywhere, and I was scared. But Joe, she called me every day, and she's like, this is not the time for fear. This is the time to step up. Our city needs us. We need you to stop this, and we need you to show up for the rest of the community, and you need to stop. So anyway, Joe made a big impact on me since that time, right? And you fast forward, and last week I was actually driving to an open enrollment in Naples, and Joe would text me, hey, can you talk today? I'm like, sure, I'm driving for 4 hours. And Joe and I were just joking and laughing, and it made me think about all the funny things she said to me over the past 25 years, through having kids, through being divorced, through all the life chapters that Joe has shared with me. And I thought I would toast to Joe, the solid relationship in my life, the top, Joe phrases. Number one, what is it?
Let's cut the bullshit.
Thank you, Joe. She says it on every phone call. Number two.
You already know what you want to do. Do that.
Executive coaching at its finest. My favorite third Joe phrase.
We will need the big balls for this one.
Thanks, Joe. Joe phrase number 4.
Forget work updates. What are you doing for the world?
I'm like, Joe, aren't you proud of me? Like, I'm selling insurance now. Favorite phrase number 5.
I know what you're capable of. Now, can you get out of your way?
Yes, I've been known to do that. Last favorite Joe phrase. Crystal, I'll make you say it because I love you too.
You light up my life. I love you forever.
She texts me that regularly and it just makes me so happy. This is what a solid relationship looks like for 25 years. And it's funny, Joe is, I think, 72 now. She's as sharp and as amazing and brilliant as she's ever been. So it just is an inspiration for me to share that with you since I just recently talked to her that, you know, when we have all this stuff we're cleaning out at Christmas time or holiday time, you don't need more bins. You probably need less stuff. So less relationships that are surface, less relationships that don't let you be you, less relationships that drain you. We hold on to that stuff and we don't think about it. We need more relationships that bring out your best, more relationships that lift your spirits, more relationships that inspire you. Because really, this is what makes a beautiful, joyful life. Agree? So I warned Joe. I'm going to share your contact information, Joe, because I love you, Joe. And she's lonely because she's retired, kind of. She'll never retire. She'll be 110 and not retire. But I said, Joe, she always says, what are you doing for your legacy? How are you impacting other people? And I told her about you guys. So I'd love for you to say hi, Joe. We exist here in Orlando. We have teddy bears. We have spa robes. We're crazy like you. And Sommer's living the legacy. So please do that. Joe's single. She's going to love me later. It's okay. She has technology problems. I told her I'd FaceTime her. She's like, but I don't know if my phone's working properly for FaceTime. Of course.